Hey everybody, happy Saturday. Daniel Harkavy here. Today I want to talk to you about VUCA, fear, and your mornings. So as we think about leading during difficult times, the first person we need to be leading is ourselves. We need to lead ourselves really, really well. The military about 30 years ago coined a term called VUCA, and it stands for volatility, uncertainty, complexity, and ambiguity. And they coined that term as a result of changes globally that had taken place and their military strategies needed to change. So today, as I get to work with business leaders everywhere, we're all dealing with VUCA in business. So volatility, uncertainty, complexity, and ambiguity. And now outside of the business world, just in the overall health, the health component of life, we're dealing with VUCA. And nobody's certain as to what tomorrow or even later today has in store. So how do we deal with VUCA? Well, we have to understand that volatility, uncertainty, and complexity causes one big emotion, and it's fear. And fear is never your friend as a leader. Fear has its rightful place, but if fear becomes our dominant emotion, not only is it bad for us as leaders in clouding how we think, but it's bad for our health. So if we go into that fight, flight, or freeze mode, and if we have too much cortisol and adrenaline pumping through our brain because we're so afraid, well, we're not going to make good decisions. The executive functions of our brain shut down. We no longer have the ability to see one another. We just consumed with the fear, and we can't allow that to happen. So the best way to fight fear is to make sure that you start your day off really, really well. So I want to talk to you about your mornings. I want to talk to you about waking up and not putting social media or the news into your head first thing. I want to talk to you about waking up and putting good into your brain so that you fuel your belief, you fuel your emotion, and you feel better. You know, at Building Champions, we talk about two gears. We have an inner gear that affects the outer gear, and the inner gear is comprised of our thinking, our beliefs, and our feelings. And that gear spins and it impacts our relationships, our actions, and our results. But we need to make sure that inner gear is solid. So in the morning, we need to be working on what we're putting into our minds so that our thinking, our belief, and our feelings are as good as can be. So for me, I love to wake up early. I love to pray. I love to get into the scriptures. Love to do a little meditation and a little workout and have a really special time in the morning. And from all of the relationships that I've had with leaders over the past few decades, the majority of the best leaders do the same thing. They have a morning time routine. We've got a guide on the Building Champions website. So if you go to the Building Champions website, go to menu and resources, we've got a guide to having a solid morning routine. I'd love for you to take that if you need it. If not, I want to just encourage you to start your days off right. The better you feel inside, the better you will feel to others. And if we believe that leadership effectiveness is determined by the decisions we make and the influence we have, we need to make sure that we feel confident, clear, and calm. So our morning routine will set the trajectory for our day. What I like to meditate on is a Hebrew scripture, Psalm 23. Right now, it's a beautiful one. So regardless of your faith, you might want to listen to this one. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He makes me lie down in green pastures, like right back there. He leads me by still waters. He restores my soul. He leads me down paths of righteousness for his name's sake. For even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. You comfort me. You comfort me with your rod and your staff. You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies. You anoint my head with oil. My cup overflows. Surely goodness and mercy will follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. Put good stuff in your mind, people. Put good stuff in your heart. It will help you to feel better on the inside, and then as a leader, it will help you to feel better to those that you lead. Your families, your teams, your organizations, everybody around you. Make a difference today. Bye-bye.